Last time Syracuse and Boston College met in the Carrier Dome, it was on the football field, and let's just say it didn't end so well for the Orange. Welcome inside the CitrusTV studios for another web edition of Cuse Countdown, alongside Jackson Ajello and Karl Moeglein. I'm Raucci. Guys, 6 games into the ACC schedule so far for Syracuse. Not a great start, 2-4. What's been the problem for the Orange?
Well, it's been the scoring. Plain and simple. You can see that the defense has played well throughout this season, but they can't put the ball in the basket enough to get these close games. They've been in a lot of games so far this season, but the Orange can't pull them out because they can't score more points than the other team. Plain and simple basketball.
I mean, their offense has been terrible all year, but they were winning in the non-conference. The difference is on the boards. They were one of the best rebounding teams in the country in non-conference play. In the ACC, that just hasn't gone the same way.
Certainly some issues to work out for Syracuse basketball. It doesn't get much easier with this Boston College team. They've already knocked off the likes of Duke and Florida State this season. But what's the key to the game for Syracuse to pull out a win on Wednesday?
Well, it's definitely containing Robinson and Bowman for the BC Eagles. They have been the studs for this team throughout this season and even dating back to last year. So far this season, Robinson and Bowman account for 55% of the Eagles' offense. And you look back last year when Syracuse played BC, they played them twice. First one, blowout loss. What happened? They allowed 52 points to the combined duo of Bowman and Robinson on 69% shooting. You look at the second game when Syracuse wins in a blowout, mind you, at the Carrier Dome, just like this game. What did Syracuse do? They took that duo away. Just 12 points on 20% shooting. If Syracuse can limit those two, they can help limit BC on offense and allow Syracuse to eventually score more points. It's the name of the game.
I mean, and with what you're talking about, they just don't have the depth. And because of that, my key to the game, let's get physical. When we look at these two teams, I mean, Syracuse and Boston College, neither has a very long bench. And if Syracuse can drive, can force Boston College to either foul or give up points. For Syracuse, if they can just get one or two of the Boston College players to foul out at the end of the game, get themselves some offense, take themselves to the free throw line where they're one of the best teams in the ACC, I see them being able to do a lot of good things against Boston College.
Boston College and Syracuse coming up in the Carrier Dome on Wednesday. And guys, you told us how you think they can do it, but will they? Does Syracuse pull off a win against Boston College? Karl, we'll start with you.
You know, I think they do, and I'm going to end up picking Syracuse 65-62, and here's why. At the end of the day, Syracuse and Boston College, you've got Boston College, they have 4 players averaging over 30 minutes a game. And at the end of the day, I just don't think that's going to be enough depth against Syracuse. Add on to the fact that Syracuse has only lost 2 games so far at home. I think the Dome's going to be enough for them, and I think they pull out the victory.
We're in agreement here. Syracuse pulls off the victory 67-59 in the end. And look, it's going to be a lot more close games for Syracuse for the rest of this season. The defense is going to keep this team in the games. The question, can the offense catch up? Can the offense put up enough points? I think at the Dome, with the crowd, I think the team's able to do that.
A little bit of positivity from both of our analysts here at CitrusTV. But that's about all the time we have on this web edition of Cuse Countdown. For Jackson Ajello and Karl Moeglein, I'm Raucci saying so long and enjoy the game.